football, but I'm gonna cover it for y'all. All right, so Shannon Sharp. I like Shannon Sharp because he's messy, and he's messy. He's just a messy individual. So Shannon Sharp, everybody, ever since Delta Force, that's what that's called. Okay, ever since Shannon Sharp released the audio sex tape and tried to tell us that it was an accident, like go watch my video. I showed y'all all the steps it would take for him to go live by accident. It was no accident because everybody's calling him gay. He was tired of that. To getting finessed by a 19-year-old for 20 something million dollars. Oh, you know what? These young chicks today, they know how to hustle, okay? Because the fact that she was able to finesse this old, I think he's 57-year-old out of so much money is crazy. He's so dumb. First of all, like this is, I don't know, like who be advising him. You was going to lose that job regardless. When the 19-year-old said the R word, it was over. There was no return. You might as well resign and use your money to fight it because there was no there was no getting out of that. Like you were going to lose your job. Vega, like where my money? But he was going to lose his money regardless. There was no way he was going to not lose it. So he should have just like took that 20 million and got him a good lawyer and fought it. Because when I broke down the text message between him and the 19-year-old, it was clear that she, in the conversations that she recorded, she was trying to spin the narrative. She had already done anal sex with him before. So she tried to put out there and say, it doesn't matter our history, Shannon. It's like, bitch, you've been taking up the ass all this time. Now it's a problem. Now it's a problem because he didn't use a condom like he used condoms any other time. So anyway, so everybody's been dogpiling on to Shannon Sharp because of that. You know, he was really on his high horse. His podcast took off when he did the Cat Williams interview. So now you see these two here. So these two were besties. If you don't know anything about football, yeah, them girls love it. They like she was all down for him taking it take it she was all down for getting it stuck up her ass. It wasn't nothing new. Anyway, so Shannon Sharp was bestie with Ray Lewis. And Ray Lewis, if y'all don't remember, I think he had a case, like a murder case or some shit. Like it was serious. He could have lost his life. And Shannon was there for him, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look up Ray Lewis's messy is. Hold on, y'all. Cause I remember this shit. It was like way back in the day when I think it was a murder case. He was like involved in some shit. Lewis was charged with murder along with two friends in a limousine when that's how you know this story's old. A limousine. When a street brawl left two young men dead outside of a nightclub. And Shannon was there for him do all this. So fast forward, Ray Lewis was on his coon shit. I don't know why he was doing this. Like everybody hated Colin Kaepernick for whatever reason because he took the kneel. And because he took the kneel, who was super critical of it? Ray Lewis. And so she's about to break down why Ray Lewis and went after Shannon Sharp when he was down. Let's see if I can get it to play, honey. I paid the internet bill. We'll see.
And mind you, they used to be best friends. They even won the Super Bowl together, and Ray stayed in Shannon's basement during his whole high profile court case. So Ray is claiming that he doesn't really like the road that Shannon's going down,
Look at
and that he
Shannon.
only became popular because he's sitting there talking about ignorance and gossip, and that he's losing himself because he's starting to drink. But that's not it. Back in 2016, Ray Lewis claimed that he would never take a knee during the national anthem.
I got uncles, I got brothers who walked out of my house going into the military that said, I will never see you again. To understand that, I will always respect that part of what our patriotism should be.
Well, apparently he changed his mind because not only did he take one knee, he took both knees. So Shannon called him out on it. He went on his sports show Undisputed and talked about the whole thing, which, by the way, has millions of people viewing every day at 9 a.m.
I'm very disappointed in one of my very best friends, Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis sat in that chair right there,
and said that he could never kneel. He could never not stand for the national anthem because so many people died and he had family members to fight for this country. And the opportunity and the flag means so much to him.
Yeah.
And he kneeled, not on one knee, on both knees. So
That
what
is
were you
sickening.
kneeling for? You kneeled, you showed solidarity because of what President Trump said. And when Colin Kaepernick is trying to draw attention to the injustices going on,
Yeah, he got called out for his hypocrisy, and he's been.
So he got called out. So Ray Lewis been mad at Shannon Sharp ever since. And I think when did the Colin Kaepernick shit happen? I think that happened what, like 10 years ago. When did does anybody know in the chat when Colin Kaepernick took the knee? And Colin Kaepernick ain't nothing but a panderer. All that shit was to get money because he took his money and ran. We ain't heard. What has anybody heard from Colin Kaepernick since taking the knee? Like we haven't heard from Colin Kaepernick since the NFL paid him off and he sabotaged that workout that Jay Z set up. And so everybody was mad at Jay Z because Jay Z took that NFL job, but Jay Z saw what Colin Kaepernick was about when he went and sat there and sabotaged the workout that Jay Z had helped set up and was like on his old crusade bullshit. Jay Z was like, "We're." That's why Jay Z said we're past kneeling because he saw what Colin Kaepernick was, which is a panderer. So when did he take the knee? 2016. So it's 2025. 9 years ago this happened, and that man is still mad about it. I tell you, men be holding grudges, like catty men, because the fact that you wait until this man is getting dog piled on by everybody because he got finessed by a 19-year-old, he released this audio sex tape, and now you want to say something. Now you want to act like you have something so much more monumental to say about him. But it was fucked up though. Shannon Sharp didn't have to do that because they were supposed to be like friends. But I guess as a friend, you should be able to call each other out on your hypocrisy. But I don't know if he needed to do it on such a public platform. But maybe that was the turning point for their relationship for Shannon at least, that it was over for him because there was like a line in the sand, like it was either like you was for Black Lives Matter or you weren't for it. And if you weren't for it, people was cutting each other off. And so I find it very interesting that everybody was mad at Michelle Obama for saying what is the truth. The truth is sports media has turned into the same as Love and Hip Hop, any reality show. It's reality show type behavior that's going on because you got Ray Lewis now waiting 10 years to call Shannon Sharp out. Shannon Sharp called out Ray Lewis, and none of this is sports commentary that they're doing on these sports platforms. So when Michelle Obama first said, I was like, that's a stretch. And then now seeing Ray Lewis call out Shannon Sharp, it made me realize that she wasn't lying. It's the truth. It's no different than Love and Hip Hop. Everybody is running with a storyline, and that's the way to make money nowadays. Is you have to have a storyline, whether it's your media outlet or, sports, gossip, whatever. You have to have a storyline, or you're going to lose your relevancy. And that's pretty sad that we see media taking that turn. And now we seeing that radio is pretty much over. How many of you in the chat really sit and listen to the radio? I don't. I haven't listened to the radio in years. I listen to podcasts in my car. Like, I don't even, I barely watch TV anymore. I be on TikTok. TikTok is where I reside. Make sure y'all follow my TikTok. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you leave 5-star rating. Y'all have a good night.